Hi everyone, thank you for coming today. As you know, this press conference is because of the loss of one of our veteran officers, Sergeant Mobley. Chief Ramos and other command staff will address you now. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today's a sad day as the DeKalb County Police Department lost one of its guardian angels. Today at 9 a.m., Sergeant Mobley was responding to the area of I-85 and 75 to investigate a crash one of our officers was involved in. Unfortunately, as he exited the vehicle, he was struck by an oncoming car. Upon arrival to the hospital, he was pronounced deceased, and that's all we have at this time. Georgia State Patrol is actually investigating the accident, so we don't have any information on that at this time.
Can you tell us a little bit more about him? How long was he with the department?
He is a 44-year-old male, and he'd been with the department since 1998.
Talk a little bit about the importance of cars. I mean, you guys are out there on the side of the road. The importance of cars to move over when they see lights, scenes, and that type of thing.
Yes, it's very important. You know, there is a law called the Move Over Law, where when you see someone on the side of the road, even if it's not emergency vehicles, you are required to slow down and move a lane over. Sometimes we get distracted, but distracted driving can cause a life, and today it did just that.
And he was investigating an accident that another officer was in?
Yes, when one of our officers is involved in an accident, a supervisor has to conduct a supervisory investigation. So he was responding to the area to do just that. So he himself was on his way to investigate an accident that had already occurred when he himself became the victim of an accident.
And he was outside of the car?
Yes, ma'am.
The driver stayed on scene?
I will not go into the details of the accident since we're not investigating that. Any questions that as it relates to the accident itself should be referred to GSP.
And just to better understanding, this officer was responding to another officer involved incident.
Yes.
How is that officer doing? That other officer, with the injuries in that particular case, is he doing okay?
The officer is doing well, but as you can imagine, emotionally, as like all the DeKalb County Police Department officers and all of those that have reached out to us providing support, the law enforcement community as a whole at this moment is hurting.
Any highlights of his career with the department?
I am sorry, I wasn't prepared to address that. Anybody have any highlights that you would like to share? We do know that Sergeant Mobley was a well-respected supervisor. His peers were in the hospital. His subordinates were in the hospital. His supervisors were in the hospital, and they're not mandated to do so. When you have officers flying into the hospital not in uniform because it's their day off to show their respect, then that means he's earned that respect. So Sergeant Mobley was a highly respected supervisor of the DeKalb County Police Department, and we will miss him dearly, and our hearts go out to his family.
I think Eric hit on this pretty clearly, but kind of stressing again for people who are going to be on the roads to move over. I mean, I feel like that's a message you guys and other police departments have put out there over and over. You kind of hit on the importance of keeping that in mind when you're on the roads.
We do emphasize, as I said, the move over law, which does require you to slow down and move a lane over when you see someone on the side of the road. Not just law enforcement, but just even when you see someone changing a tire. We lose people daily on our highways, and we just need to pay closer attention. Like I said, I don't know what attributed to this actual accident, but I do know had we been slower and moved over, it may not have happened. So if we can just keep everyone safe, be a little bit more vigilant, not be distracted, wait a little extra moment to answer that text or take that phone call, it may save a life. So if you don't have any other questions, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for showing us that it's important enough to cover the fact that one of our officers lost their lives today. So we appreciate the concern of the community, the media, and everyone else who showed their support to us today. Thank you so much.